Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Sunday, November 1st, 2020, and we are in our 33rd week of dealing with this Chinese bat flu, safer at home, wear a mask, pain in the neck. uh, Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is 68%. That would be 27 degrees Celsius. It's actually been raining off and on. I'm looking at the radar and see if I can pull that up on my other phone. We got another band of storms fixing to move through. Oh, let's see. I am just past that center yellow drop thing, whatever it is. So, yeah. Oh well. Welcome to Florida. Went to my daughter's last night for Halloween. You may have seen some of the pictures. Trick or treat starts around 6:30, 7 o'clock, depending on when dusk really hits. About 8:30-ish, it started raining, so it kind of put a damper on things. It only rained for a little bit, 10, 15 minutes. And then it stopped for a while, so people were coming back out again, and then it started to drizzle again, and people disappeared, and then it stopped. And one nice thing about my daughter's neighborhood, they use golf carts a lot, and a lot of people are traveling around in golf carts, or they drive around in their cars or whatever. So, yeah, she's in a very nice neighborhood, and. Oh no, it was a fun night. So, let's see. On the way home, I stopped and checked my mailbox, and they put a key in there saying that I had a package. Well, normally the key goes to the package door below where my mailbox is. It didn't fit. I went around and had to try all the different keys because the number on the key was worn off. I couldn't read what it said. So, it took me a little bit, but then I found it. This is from Prepper Dale. There on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Dale's been a good friend for quite a while. Used a whole roll of tape. We're also friends on Facebook, and he asked what my address was so he could send me something. So I was expecting it, just not sure when. But let's see what we got. Oh, sweet. Thought you might like these white-tailed deer jaw. Oh, you might like these. White-tailed deer jaw, and I'll let you guess what the skull is. Take care, Prepper Dale, Central Pennsylvania. Cool beans. Let's see. I'm going to guess these are turkey feathers. Didn't say anything about those. That's cool. All wrapped up with a leather piece. And some more. Oh, I like those. Those are really pretty. There's the deer jaw. Complete with the teeth. And that's sharp. That's pretty awesome. And a skull. What it is. Looks a little narrow. Well, it's not a cat, not with those teeth. I don't know, Dale. I'm going to guess a possum. Those teeth, though. Not 100%. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Dale. You people really send me incredible stuff. I swear you do. With those teeth to show. Come on. There we go. I don't know, can you see that? Where did I put it? Right there on the dragon? Yeah. I have to figure out where to put these. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, that was cool. What else? What else? Excuse me. Try to clean up some of the paper. That's distracting. There we go. Let's see. I also put up a video yesterday, a short little video. Excuse me, a slideshow of the Halloween cookout that they had here, which was really nice. Some of you may know, some of you may not. My daughter is the manager of this property. That's how I got in here to begin with, and then managed to get the deal that I got on the cheapest mobile home in Jacksonville. She's been here over 3 years now. But her bosses are really, really cool people. And they own several other businesses. This is the only mobile home park that they own right now. They want to buy another one and have my daughter manage it, but it needs to be the right one in the right area. So, because she'll be managing both of them. But yeah, they own like a paving company and a building company, and they're fairly well to do. But they took the time yesterday to come and actually cook burgers. I mean, gave up their Saturday and came and cooked burgers for all the residents here. So burgers, hot dogs, they had chips, they had buckets of candy, there was cold soda and bottled water, and I don't know what all else, but so it was a pretty good time. I didn't stay real long. I didn't dress properly. I was thinking it was still cold out, and I walked out and I had on a heavy shirt or heavy t-shirt, and yeah, it was pushing like 84 degrees. I was roasted, so I ended up coming back home again. I think it started about 11:30, and I'd only gotten up at 11 o'clock, so That's why I called it cheeseburgers for breakfast. It was basically my breakfast time. I tend to sleep a little later on the weekends. Today I didn't get up until almost noon, and it's pushing 3 o'clock now. So, 3 o'clock. I'm on my second cup of coffee. Man, what? I got lost. I was looking at campsites, campgrounds, and you get. Oh man, the internet will pull you in and hold you. So if I hadn't run out of the first cup of coffee, I'd have probably still been stuck in there looking at these different campgrounds. But yeah, so they had a it was a really nice turnout, and my daughter does this type of stuff fairly often. The bosses aren't always as deeply involved, although they they give her the money to do it. So like Easter egg hunts and Valentine's Day something or other, and Thanksgiving, and I think they do Thanksgiving. Maybe they just do Christmas. But anyway, they always have something going on for the residents, and it's nice of them. So anyhow, yeah. So the daughter's house, and yeah, I need to get out today because it was raining. I just kind of like pulled everything off the brat buggy. I had taken the big skeleton down early because it was raining and I had the windows open in the truck, and so I just stuck it in the front seat, and then the other ones are still up on the top. I used my hot glue gun to glue magnets to the various critters. I must have had a bad stick or something, because it would not stick. A bad stick wouldn't stick. The glue it didn't hold. So, I mean, it held well enough until I went to try to move them, and then the glue just came off. So I was pulling magnets off individually. But that's what happens when you wait till the last minute to do something. And I really don't want to permanently put magnets on because I use them for other things, you know. But anyway, they're all kind of like just thrown in the back of the brat buggy, and they need to be taken care of. I got a load of washing. I got to do the kitchen again. Never-ending chores. You know how it is. You get all the dishes done, and then you start dirtying dishes up for the next meal. It's a never-ending cycle. It's like trying to catch up with the electric bill. That's one thing the old Miss used to always be on. Oh, we got to catch up on the electric bill. We got to catch up on the electric bill. You're never caught up on it because as you're paying it, that little wheel is going around. So, yeah, the only way you catch up on it is to disconnect it, run off of solar and a generator or whatever. You're not legally allowed to do that around here. You have to have a hookup. But that's neither here nor there. One funny story from last night, and it brought back memories. Back when I was in boot camp for the Air Force, I was down at Lackland Air Force Base, and we were in the old barracks, the World War II barracks, and they were old wooden barracks. With like two big rooms that had all the double bunks in them, and the shower room and the latrine and all that. But it was all wood, and like even the floors were wood, and they echoed when the DI come walking down them. So one day I was pulling fire watch at the new dorms. Now the new dorms were all concrete and brick, and it's where we actually went for our meals. And I think each each one of the big buildings had like four flights to a floor, and a flight was how many. That was one training unit. I think there were 4 flights to a floor, and there were 3 floors, so like 12 flights per building. But anyway, I was pulling Firewatch, and I was back doing something on my regulated, that they at a certain time you're supposed to go do something. And suddenly I hear this voice, Firewatch, dorm, whatever the heck it was. And I look around, sir, yes sir. And they asked another couple questions, and I was like, sir, where are you, sir? I couldn't find them. And didn't realize there was an intercom. Probably should have, but it didn't click. And yeah, they pulled me off. They had me come to the front of the dorm by the door, and point out to the intercom. And like I had to point my finger at it, and we carried these papers in our pocket that we had to write ourselves up with if we did something wrong. And so I had to write myself up because I didn't know that the dorm had an intercom. Nobody ever told me about it. So, and then DIs being DIs, a DI showed up at the door about 15 minutes later, something like that, 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, and demanded entry. Well, he wasn't on the list of allowed personnel, so I couldn't let him in. And then he wanted to see my little papers, and I forget what they were called, but I had one filled out and one empty one. Well, you always had to have 2 empty ones. I got another call out for not having enough of the little chip things, so I had to write the second one out. Now I didn't have any chips, and I was fully expecting another DI to show up and really ram me, but they didn't. And when I handed them off to my drill sergeant, he just looked at them, shrugged, ripped them up, and handed me some new ones. So, anyway, the story that brought that to mind was I was sitting there last night, a real nice, comfortable chair, and handing out candy and whatever, and I hear Dad. I look around. They're all out trick-or-treating. What? So, Dad, alright, is her house haunted now or what? So, she said, Dad, I'm over here in the doorbell. Like, talk about bewitched. They have one of those new doorbell things where, like, the camera is there. It lets them know when people show up. And they can talk back and forth to it through their phone or whatever. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was just busy handing out candy or whatever. And suddenly there's just a voice in my ears. Like I said, it brought back memories. It's just kind of funny. Or at least I thought it was funny. Man, I'm breaking a sweat in here. I turned that air conditioner down or something. I got a fan blowing on me. What is the temperature in here? Where's my phone? Where'd my phone go? There it is, under the feathers. Ha 22 Celsius. Yeah, this is saying it's 72 degrees in here. I don't know. This feels warm. Let's see. Was there anything else I was thinking about? What kind of time are we running on? 20 minutes. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I mentioned I was looking at campgrounds, campsites. I'm on a couple of Facebook pages or whatever, van life and camping life and van camping and all that different stuff. So they had said something about, there was a post earlier today and a really neat picture of at one of the campgrounds, and I thought, man, I like that. So I started checking it out. It's an expensive campground for one thing, and a lot of problem. Like I was talking with my daughter-in-law yesterday. Well, talking with my daughter-in-law and my daughter, and a couple of them anyway. But brought up like how they want to go camping again, but it's so difficult to get into a campground. Everything is booked up for like a couple weeks in advance. If you don't start out 6 months ahead, then you're not going to get a campground. I don't know what the weather's going to be. I don't know when I'm going to have a spare moment. I like to just be able to get out and go. So I don't usually stay at campgrounds. For the most part, I go ahead and just like get out and go, and then I'll spend the night in a parking lot or at a boat ramp or something like that. But legit campgrounds or camping areas are nice also, because you can set up, for a day or 2 days or whatever, and so that's really nice too. But like I said, there's so many that they're booked up. But I was looking, and there's one that's not too far from here. It's actually not too far from where I like to go and sit on the river. They have some availability at the end of this month, but again, it's $25 a night. So I don't like doing that unless I absolutely have to. So there's a couple free campgrounds, kind of like the one I stayed at in North Carolina. Probably, well, I can't say not as pretty. It'll be pretty in a different way, but there's one that's probably an hour and a half south of me, southwest. That's got some possibilities. There's a couple areas that are 45 minutes to an hour and a half, almost due west. So I was checking out a couple of those again, and then a couple up a little further out west from that. So anyway, yeah, I kind of got caught up in those, and I like ones that I can get to like in a nice easy ride, a couple hour ride, and set up and spend the night, or like I said, overnight and a day and another night, and come home the next day or something. So there is one down around Daytona. That's not too bad. I think it's $11 a night. So that's not awful. But then there's areas that I would like to get to down around Ocala and stuff like that. There's a couple of big flea markets down there I'd like to check out. But most of the campgrounds down there are paid. It's difficult to find a free site. Although I do have a couple of friends down there I could probably driveway camp if I really wanted to push it. So I want to get out of here. I got the bug back. I mean, I've always enjoyed doing it, and I was chomping at the bit for the weather to break. And then my trip up to Delaware and spending a couple nights in the vehicle, even though my mom kind of insisted I get a motel room for the nights that I was there with them. But yeah, just the nights out that I did get to spend out. Charged my batteries back up, got me looking ready to get out and do some more. Put Sherry to the use that I bought her for. But anyway, we're getting real close there, so let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet. Where are you? Your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If you want to check me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll have links in the description box, wherever that is on your device of choice. You'll also find links to similar videos, and you'll find my email, which is my PayPal, in case you want to send me, you buy me a cup of coffee or a piece of pizza or gift card for Taco Bell. Thanks, Miranda. That card. Oh, anyway. You'll also find my snail mail, in case you want to send me something, awesome. Whew. Just a postcard, a pack of matches that you thought was interesting, a cool looking piece of wood. I just like getting mail. So, if your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Till I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Swachi, y'all. Bye-bye. It's really interesting how different honey can change the total taste of your coffee. This is a wildflower honey. It is so good. I mean, I like the orange blossom that I was using before, but this is a wildflower. Man. Anyway, see y'all next time. Bye-bye.